I'm in Singapore right now, and today was my shopping day. I would like to share with you what I bought from Singapore. I will start with no beauty content first, and then we will switch to the beauty purchases. My philosophy when I go to an exotic place like Singapore is quite far from Europe, from where I'm from, is to try to familiarize with the culture and trying to bring with me something that is unique to the place I go to. So in this case, I avoided any purchase that is related to Western brands. I wanted to spot something that is unique of Singapore. And yeah, there's one exception related to beauty, and I'll talk about that in a moment. There are a lot of things that I tried, and I'll give you my opinions because I was quite right when I do my anti-haul or share with you what I've studied and what are my thoughts. Usually, yeah, my thoughts before purchasing stay the same even after I try the product. I'm always open to change idea, but yeah, I'll share with you everything. So let's start with something that I will put on the fridge. This one, SKII, I think. It's always full of people, and yeah, they practically prepare tea. Yeah, mainly milk teas, but I wanted to try this one. And yeah, this one is the tea one yin pure tea that of course I have without ice and with no additional sugar. I like raw tea, especially if I want to judge the quality of the tea. This is higher than I expected. So looks like it's a chain of, high grade tea. I will put this on the fridge because it was too much for me. And they also give you some straws. There's the regular one, the big one, and there's also, let me see one. This one that is very small, and this says optimized. Yeah, practically 3 straws that are tied together. So very nice, quite nice, unique. Okay, let me put this in the fridge. I will drink it later. Talking about tea, I, of course, had to try the Singaporean tea. It's this one. There are many places that sell this tea. It's premium tea coming from all parts of the world. I picked 2 bags. I'm a tea drinker. Usually in Milan, I buy the Danman Frere. That is the tea that I drink every day. But yeah, I just wanted to try this one. So I picked one of my favorites that is this one, the Jasmine Pearls. And this is, I won't open, sorry, but these are practically leaves that are arranged in a bowl. So pearls, and yeah, once you prepare the tea, then it will become a leaf, it will unroll. I mean, in Danman Frere, when I purchased the tea, they also give you the ideal temperature and the infusion time recommended, but here it's just more random. I think it's just they don't care. And I also purchased the Geisha Blossom Tea. That is the one that I tried in the tea shop. So they also have tables. Is kind of a tea room, fine tea room, very decorated, and you can try their desserts and teas. I also think they have sandwiches, something to eat as well. But I just got tea, and I think it was a signature cake. Yeah, nice, but the tea is a standout, let's say. Talking about food and drinks, let's switch to this one. This is a purchase that I've just made. So I wanted to bring something to my colleagues when I will go back to work. And I stopped by this Bengawan Solo. Yeah, I'm sorry for my pronunciation. And let me know if you have tried any of the products that I will show in this video. I think that this was a nice gift, let's say. I plan to share the cookies when I hopefully I will take the tin box for me as a souvenir. I think this is a very nice souvenir. It has flowers. I mean, Singapore is the city of flowers, right? And yeah, I chose the macadamia suge. These are cookies. They are sealed, so I won't open them, but I will offer them to my colleagues. And yeah, it looked like it was one of the most popular ones. So, and I like the red packaging. So yeah, they also gave me a bag. Yes, very appreciated. And then, well, one of the best places where I literally can spend hours in Singapore is their pharmacy. It's called Guardian. And yeah, from there, I purchased a few things. The first thing is this one, is the Tiger Balm. There are 3 variants. One is this one, that is the red one, and it's called red ointment, and it should be a hot one, so it should have a thermal effect. But since it's full of menthol, I don't see this hot effect, to be honest. To me, it's cooling, so I don't know. It's made in China and is based on Chinese medicine, traditional medicine, so herbs and essential oils, to, in this case, address joint pain, but also cold and sore throat, those type of diseases. And I used it because I got a sore throat because of air conditioning. And yeah, is this, you see, is colored, and yeah, you have this ointment here that is quite spicy with, yeah, think about a cinnamon cookie, but not sweet, but with a lot of menthol, eucalyptus, something like that. And yeah, it burns a little bit, but it's perfect for my chest. And I'll put every night also near my nostrils, so I can breathe better. It's what I'm doing here on the back of the camera. And yeah, feel relieved. So nothing, of course, dramatically life-changing, so I won't purchase more. This teeny pot is fine for me. And I tried for joints. For example, my partner has knee pain, and yeah, doesn't do anything special, but at least you have this balsamic. It's kind of a ritual, so it's nice for that. So yeah, must have, no, so but yeah, it is again a souvenir that I'm currently using and I continue to use. They had a lot of oils from Tiger, but also from other brands, but you know what, I didn't want to get oils that are also always risky when you travel by plane like I'm doing, so this is better for me. And then another type of product is the syrup, and I picked this one, and this I just picked up today from Guardian, and because I finished up the first bottle, so I picked this exact same bottle. And yes, let me open it. I will open the box, removing this seal here, because I will use bubble wrap. And this is a black syrup that I like this version that is no added sugar, is sweet, but not overly sweet, and is balsamic. And I like the consistency. It helps, and let me see. Clear heat, moisten the lungs, traces back to the ancient Chinese medicine with extracts of plants. And I love this. These are the active ingredients. And yeah, so I wanted to get a bottle for me. This would be one of my best souvenirs from Singapore. Very useful. The problem with Singapore, as well with Vegas, for example, or other very hot places, is that you switch from outside to inside. Inside is very cold because of air conditioning, and outside is hot. And in case of Singapore, it's humid, and you are sticky with your sweat, you know, and then you go into the cold places, and yeah, you get the flu automatically. This is what happened to me. I got a bad cold. Practically the first day I went to a restaurant in Singapore. That's why these type of remedies are very popular in Singapore, I think, because all the pharmacies are full of either oils for joint pain or syrups, those type of herbal infusions for sore throat. So when it comes to beauty, I was quite unimpressed. I went to many shopping centers, the Orchard one and the one in Marina Bay. Those are the biggest. And there are the usual French and Italian brands, Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, and for the French part, Hermes, Dior, Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent. I was mostly interested in the Asian beauty counters, and there were not so many, honestly. Shu Uemura for the makeup. Then SK2, Shiseido, Shulvashu. Oh gosh, I cannot pronounce this. And yeah, I was hoping to find 3 Cosmetics, RMK, other, Japanese counters, but no, I could not find it. I was hoping to find Edition Tokyo. No, I know there are some colors, blush colors that are Asian exclusive, so I was hoping to find them on the counters, but I went through many counters on Sephora and on those department stores, and I could not spot special colors other than the ones that are usually available. So for me, being in Asia would have been special in terms of beauty only when it comes to special colors or special brands. So yeah, I was not impressed, and there was no sense for me to buy things that I can find elsewhere. I tried many things. I tried the Hermes Trio, so the bronzer plus blushes. Yeah, it pulls to peachy orange, and I mean, it is not as orange as other, so I can confirm that, but still, it was not something new, because I have this video here where I swatched all my bronzers, and I have already something on the peachy side. So yeah, it didn't add anything to my collection. So I was not keen on spending that amount of money for something that does not have a wow effect on me. That's the thing. Other things I tried, the NARS blushes, new NARS blushes, nice, but yeah, those are standard powders, are not Hargelé ones. And I tried the Dior highlighter, because Lexion was talking highly about that highlighter. But unfortunately, I had a negative feedback from my partner. And when I have that type of feedback, it means it's not flattering on me. That is, I put that highlighter on my cheeks, and usually my partner just does not notice anything. So he's the typical, guy, male, that does not notice if I cut my hair, that type of guy. And then I got a feedback from him and said, what did you apply on your cheeks? It's something weird, he told me. And I noticed that indeed was not harmonious with my coloring. That highlighter by Dior, first of all, is a little bit glittery for my taste. Secondly, is yellow, too yellow on me. So for those reasons, and also because I found on Instagram an amazing person that compared that highlighter with one of the Dior ones in the quad, the rose gold quad, and apparently there's one pan in that quad that is a 90% dupe of that single pan by Dior. So yeah, again, and also since I was not a fan of the packaging, it's a personal preference. It is unique, but at the same time a bit juvenile. I mean, I may get tired of it soon, and so I decided not to pick it up. So these are the things that I tried, and therefore, what did I purchase? I purchased things that are, again, unique, and practically 3 beauty purchases. One is this Belcia cotton pads. These look like the Shiseido ones. Let me do a trial live with you right now. Let me open them. I want to open this package and see. Yes, there's something about Asian cotton pads. Okay, they are not as soft as the Shiseido or the premium ones like the Clé de Peau or the Suku, but they are much better than the cotton pad that you can find in Europe. So yes, because they are kind of thick and therefore soft for that reason. There's a thickness in this cotton pad. So yeah, these are great value. Okay, let me place it here. I will use it tomorrow. And let me close this. Okay, so I purchased this, and then I purchased something from a Singaporean brand that is Su Balm. And I purchased this ceramide moisturizer. And the reason why I purchased is that I usually need a moisturizer for the summer, like after sun. Right now I have a ceramide moisturizer from Mixa that I like, but yeah, is not anything special. But I like larger bottles, you know, those high value drugstore moisturizers with a good ingredient list. And I found that this ingredient list that is free of perfume and yeah, it's very good. This practically has water, glycerin, and some ceramides. So really already on top on the ingredient list and towards the middle as well. So it is a very good formulation. There's also the version not for kids that has menthol, quite high, but I wanted to avoid that. And therefore, let me see if I can open it. I want to see how it's packaged inside. Okay, is a dispenser like this with a pump. Very nice. It is formulated by the National Skin Center in Singapore. That's why I wanted something that was typical of Singapore, right? My main purpose for this is to use it as a mask. So either for the body, but also as intensive overnight mask. That's the way I use those big bottles of body creams. So I wanted a Singaporean version. I will report back, but I have high expectations on this. And the last beauty purchase that I did, so I prefer to spend my money on beauty experiences. I did a head spa yesterday. I did it in a salon. I put the name here. And because the head spa is their specialty, they mixed aromatherapy and massage. So when I go to this type of places that are famous, let's say, for this culture of massage and integration of nature with wellness, and more of a holistic way of conceiving the human body, then I like to experience more, you know, the manual expertise. The massage was fantastic. Was a great experience. I would recommend. I even fall asleep during this slow waterfall on my head. Yeah, great. There was a tea session before the head spa and after the head spa with some fruit as well. So very nice. Tomorrow I reserved an appointment for a SKII treatment, but I didn't want to miss opportunity to buy something from SKII. Now I know that many of you will say, oh, okay, I can save money and buy other fermented lotions. The point is that I tried them, and there are only two essences that truly make a difference. One is the Amore Pacific one based on tea. It's the one that I have currently in use. So it's open. I will go through that before opening this. But this one is something that I tried in the past and I noticed the difference. So that's why I wanted to have a hero product in my bathroom. And I didn't want anything else practically. There's a facial treatment mask including this set and also a toner. So I think I will try this one first because this I know it's a hero product, is a holy grail for many people. But again, for me, I tried other versions like, I don't remember the cheaper one, the brands, other Korean brands, but it's only this one that gives me that brightness that I could not find with other fermented products. So I was aware, I was applying good things on my skin, but the results were only visible with this one. That's why I am repurchasing it. So I wanted to have the essence for me. So there are two pieces. This set was 133 Singaporean dollars. And yeah, so two pieces of facial mask, 70 ml of the essence, and then a lotion, 30 ml. Yeah, it's made in Japan. It's Japanese. That also explains why it is more expensive, because Japanese cosmetic tends to be more expensive than Korean one. And yeah, what I'm curious to see, and I will report back, is what is the difference between this clear lotion and the essence. So from the ingredient list, looks like there's salicylic acid in the clear lotion that is not present in the essence. Keep in mind that they have parabens, but it's okay. I'm fine with parabens because I want my products to be preserved from bacteria, so parabens work very well. Okay, then that's it. So as you can see, is more skincare related, and yeah, I'm just not into the new makeup right now. I feel like I can reproduce all the trends and all the beautiful things I'm looking at these days with what I already have, and I will provide more content about new trends and what is very attracting, replicated with some inventive, creativity in terms of mixing the colors to get those effects. So yeah, I feel quite overwhelmed by my collection. I feel my collection is big, it's too big. So don't want to introduce things that I would not use or would be redundant. Once your collection reaches a certain level, you can feel that whatever you include is truly redundant, except for the packaging. So I'm at that stage, and I can feel this even more because I'm traveling. When you go from one place to another, you truly feel the burden of having a extensive makeup collection, because then you have a lot that weights. And yeah, I was going to buy this morning a quad by Hourglass, a custom quad by Hourglass. If they can ship to Europe, it's not clear if they can. I heard people talking about order cancelled, so I don't know if it's a US exclusive, the custom quads, or not. But I'm not sure if I will buy it. I'm still deciding, because I have 3 shades that I want, and the 4th shade would have been the one highlighter that was in the jellyfish. It looks like it's sold out. I cannot see it anymore listed in the options of the customizable Hourglass. So I missed that one, so I'm not sure if I want to go on with the quad. I will think about it, but I placed an order that may surprise you, and I'll talk about that soon in one of my next videos. So until then, bye for now.